Why do you look like you do fraud? Blow the brains out the coop. Bully when I talk, but I'm on mute. I'ma bust her wrist out cause she cute. Her on the yacht, I've been on pool. She an addict for the lifestyle in the paddock. Daddy, have you ever felt Chanel fabric? I be dripping to death, I need a casket. We got more stress in the breath, we foul tech em. In the middle of the field like David Beckham.
Hey everybody, if anybody's tuned in.
Got me the chills, don't know what happened. Pop, do what you feel, I'm on that zombie. I'm more like a Gaddafi, I'm not no Gandhi. I'm more like a David Goliath running. Be cloning, I find it funny. Clone, we finna know, straight in the dungeon. Hey, I go in the mouth because of me nothing. 300 the watches out of your budget.
Them ad-libs. Were you able to share it?
Yeah, I shared it.
Hey y'all. Is it right? Is it right there?
Yeah.
Hey y'all, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Looking like I still do fraud. Like you do fraud. It's a Z. It's a Z. Looking like I still do fraud. Flying private jet with the rod. It's that Z. It's that Z. And a Hellcat cause I'm a Hellcat.
Good morning, everyone. We're back with another episode of the Miseducation of Senae and Ashley. We're getting started a little late today, but we're going to get through it. We want to start off with our co-drive and giving back.
Yes, we are still doing that. We decided, we had some people, to extend it. So thank you to everybody who has given us stuff. People who said they wanted to give us stuff. You still have an opportunity. So just hit one of us up.
Right.
And we will definitely meet up with you to get those things. Again, we're donating all these things to the Arlington Life Shelter in Arlington. Coats, clothing, hygiene products, bottled water, just, everyday necessities that we take for granted. So.
Right. Exactly. So we're going to extend that. If you would like to give back to the community and just provide the things to us, we'll take it to the Arlington Life Shelter. So
that's that.
Also, we wanted to give a little information on some things that transpired this week. The FBI did find out that some neo-Nazis are organizing secretive paramilitary training across America to start like some revolution or whatever. They've found pipe bombs, ARs, all types of stuff, and the purpose of the organization is to start a race war, like a physical race war. And we just wanted to inform everybody that, they're out here doing their secretive paramilitary training. So we need to, I personally feel like we need to tool up because it's
get
like,
the strap.
Get the
strap. Boys, get the strap.
Get the strap because you don't want to be unprepared. And then for them to find this paramilitary training and the individuals who are taking place in the training and it not be plastered all over the media, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And sometimes you try to figure out if they're doing that to save people or like to keep, things down because, the public might freak out initially. I don't know because the government, I don't want them to take this live down because, they would say keywords and they even did some other stuff, but you guys know.
But still, we just wanted to inform you guys of that's going on. If you don't have any form, do what you have to do to carry a weapon. Get your CHL. And
yes, because I'm getting mine next month.
I'm getting mine as well. So get your CHL and train so you know how to actually properly use the weapon. So that's that. And do you want to give some information on the FedEx guy?
We can.
Okay.
Not really.
Okay, so also what happened this past week, there was a courier that worked for FedEx, and he was doing his delivery, and a racist guy was hurling racist slurs at him, and he swung at him. He took a punch at him. So he missed the FedEx guy, and then the FedEx guy punched him, and then he died on site.
Yeah, because now they're trying to charge the FedEx dude, aren't they?
No, they didn't charge the FedEx dude, but FedEx did fire him. So my thing is, you have to defend yourself, right?
If I'm feeling personally attacked, I'm gonna do whatever it takes.
I mean, if you physically swing at me,
I'm gonna drop you. But
that's it.
You know.
That's it. Like if you physically swing at me, you
open the door.
You hope you have your will together. That's that. So we all know.
I'm here to quit. Goodbye. Don't start that today.
They said he sent them to heaven same day shipping.
I did see that meme. You know what? That's the internet get on my nerves.
That was hilarious. Stop being bigots out here. If you feel a certain type of way, keep that to yourself, because there's certain people that's not going.
They energy will not change.
Exactly. So we all know how our format is. If we have anybody new today, we do go over our flunkies, and those are the people who did the absolute most
trash
throughout the week, and then we go over our graduates
who we shed light on for things that they're doing in the community and the world that people might not be aware of,
that the media may not cover, so we cover it. And then we go into our sports and our pop culture as well, and then we generally have an open discussion, which I believe we do have one at the end of this live.
Yeah.
I did too.
I forgot it.
So our first flunky is the justice system and Amber Geiger. You see how it's been swept under the rug, and she's still free on bail. Hello.
Hey, bitch.
She's still free on bail, and it's been over 75 days since the murder of Botham Jean. So I know the new Dallas DA is talking about making some moves, like upgrading the charge to murder, which would be awesome. But we wanted to shed light on how she was able to set bond. So her bond was actually set at $300,000. She bonded at $30,000. So my understanding is, if the bond is $300,000, you have to pay $300,000.
Unless they give you a bail, like unless you can bail, which they might have told her she could bail.
Well, see, what why this came about was because there were two other people who were being held for manslaughter as well, and their bail was set at $25,000 for each charge, right?
So it's a lot lower. So they only had to pay $2,500 to get out.
Right, but they didn't let him out because he didn't pay. They called it insufficient bond, so that's not fair. You let Amber Geiger out. She had insufficient bond, but a regular citizen can't bond out.
And she was a regular citizen when she committed the crime.
Off duty. Yep.
I hate that. That's the thing that, like, they try to sweep under the rug. Like, they keep saying, yes, she is a cop by occupation, but she wasn't a cop at the time of the shooting. She was off duty, so therefore you are a civilian at that point.
Right, and they
get treated like a civilian, like the average person would be treated in the same instance. So that's right.
So they denied bail for this guy. They denied bail for him, but approved the bail for Amber Geiger. So
I hope the new DA just kind of gets on it. You know.
Yeah, I think that should be one of the first things he does when he gets in office. Like
right, and faith. DA Faith, you know, bye.
Bye.
So you want to hold
Look,
on
you said,
to, but let it go. Just let it go.
You said she was still trying to.
She said she wanted to stay on the case. She said that she lost. She still wanted to stay on the case. I think she made an announcement after she lost about that too.
How can you stay on the case if? How can you stay on the case if you're no longer the district attorney?
I guess because she started. I mean, they could probably, if that was something that the new DA was okay with it doesn't sound like that to me. So I think you're done, son.
You're done. So just upgrade the charge to murder. I'll be satisfied. I'll be satisfied with that. It's still unfortunate, and I know the Botham John family is still dealing with it, but we have to uphold cops and police officers that do things when they're off duty,
especially
and on duty.
Off duty.
Yeah.
Yes,
if you're off duty, you're technically not.
You're not a cop anymore.
You're not a cop anymore. So Amber Geiger, you're flunky.
Wherever you are.
Wherever you are. She's free on bond. Whatever.
Ain't nobody seen you since you moved out, child.
So
our next flunky
is
none other than
Donald Trump.
45.
Donald Trump's on here every week because he just can't seem to get it right. He can't seem to get it right. What is his deal? So last week we talked about how Jim Acosta's press pass was restored, and this week the White House and Donald Trump are saying they're going to suspend it when the order expires. So that to me is just petty.
It's just ridiculous. On top of that, on Thanksgiving, Child. He said something about thanking himself because he's done so much.
Yeah, he gave himself an A+. He gave. What world does this guy live in? Donald Trump A+. Is he serious?
He was, and you know he was. So I mean, what would y'all grade him? Because obviously he's a flunky to us. But what would y'all grade Donald Trump so far?
I would.
An A+ is like top of your class.
I would. He has been expelled. Like, there's no grade for you at all. Like, there's no grade at all. Donald Trump has not held up to the position he's taken on, and for him to say that he grades himself as an A+ for what he's done so far in presidency, that to me is like, so you really have real life issues.
Right. I know you put on here, he slammed the Navy SEALs for not finding Bin Laden faster.
He said that too last week. Said they should have found the Bin Laden faster. First of all, stop talking about stuff that happened prior to you.
He has some type of complex. He really has some issue with Obama. Like, you can tell because everything he does, he has to reference the prior presidency. Like, what is your issue? Like, do you, deep down inside, do you want to be this man? Because everything he critiques,
and he's not that man. Like, he's not very well spoken. Matter of fact, he's outspoken, but not very well spoken. No, like, somebody should be writing these things out for him.
Girl, he wouldn't read. As ignorant as he is, he wouldn't read it. Like, if somebody wrote him a speech out, he would still do
his own thing, right?
Because he feels like that's just what it is.
That's y'all president. That's y'all president.
I can't fool with
no grade. No grade. His poor performance. Get out. Get out the White House, please. Good morning.
Good morning.
Get out the White House, please. And that's the thing I've been thinking, because it's, you know, it's coming up now. If he get elected for another term, I don't.
We gotta go.
I don't know.
Somebody gotta go.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what people see in his sky.
And I hope Hillary ain't trying to run, because that's been some
Hillary
word around.
Hillary needs to let it go.
Just
let it go.
We need she the reason why he in office.
Exactly.
Folks didn't want you.
We need new, fresh faces with new ideas.
Based on 2020.
More eclectic ideas. And, you know, that's not what that is, Hillary. So you had your time. You had your time now. It didn't work. So, all right. That's that.
Speaking of the Trump family,
Ivanka.
Our next flunky is his daughter,
Ivanka Trump. So she's been sending government emails from her personal emails. Now, what that sound like? That sounds like what they were talking about with Hillary Clinton to lock her up. So is we gonna lock Ivanka up?
My thing, common sense will tell me, let me not send important information through my personal. I'm sure her email gets hacked all the time. Like,
that's how you know you have people that are unqualified
for what they're doing.
Because they don't take any security measures. I know Trump a couple weeks ago was taking calls on his personal line about government business and things like that. It's just unprofessional.
You're not groomed to be in politics, and that's what you get when you're not in that world. You're in a different world, and you just so happen folks want to vote you in. So they ignorant. I'm surprised Melania not on here. She probably did something too. Oh, she got old girl fired. I don't know if we talked about that last week.
Exactly. Yep. They hold regular citizens and our military personnel to different standards.
And they got more information than those people do.
Right.
Yeah, Melania got somebody fired. I forgot she on there
too. She got fired.
Somebody in the White House that she wasn't feeling that kind of made her upset, and they fired her. I can't even think of what the woman's name was, but it was somebody that was a part of the admin team.
And first of all, like who was that was in the White House? That black lady, Omarosa.
Girl, Omarosa,
she was acting like she was getting so much money for working in the White House. She was only making like $150,000.
I've been through with her for a long time,
and now she's claiming a black card. You know, she's trying to pull the race card.
Yeah, girl, we left you a long time ago because you've been on that since you was on The Apprentice the first years ago. She been on his girl. Bye. Anyway, next. I'm so sick of y'all. Not y'all, but people on here.
Next flunky, which I don't know.
Oh, Senator Hyde. We touched on her last week. Cindy Hyde Smith, who was running for re-election in Mississippi. Here she goes. Hopefully the glare.
Oh, hold on. Let me see.
Won't bother you all. There she goes.
Cindy Hyde Smith.
She is actually on here because of this picture.
In the picture, she is wearing a Confederate hat, right?
Mm-hmm. With a musket.
And a musket. So, what was that, Halloween? What was that?
Actually, that picture resurfaced from a tour she did of a Confederate museum or something in 2014. Now, mind you, she was on the list last week or the week before. She'd been on it for a minute for actually joking about public lynching.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, well. So,
public lynching.
Yeah. That's why
she was talking about it last week, too.
Yeah, the week before. And she's lost a ton of endorsements or support sponsors that's want their money back.
Yeah, because, you can't be associated with things like that.
No,
you just cannot. You cannot be associated with racism and then expect for all types of ethnicities and genders and races to continue to support you. That's not how this works.
In the place of all places, Mississippi, like
you tried it. You tried it.
I think Trump, didn't he have a rally? Like, he supports her.
Oh, he'll be there on Monday. He's doing 2 rallies with her. And
I don't know why he stays.
I think he's rallying to try and get her more, because like people are.
She's losing support left and right, bro. Yeah. You can't talk about that kind of stuff. Like, you can't say stuff like that in public. Lynching, everybody knows the connotation,
right,
and what goes along with what you hear when you hear the word lynching, and
right.
It's not, and it's associated with black people,
right? And she said she'd be front row,
cause she
front row to public lynching. And like I said, I had some issues with people laughing when she made that comment.
Yeah, cause she's going against a black man for the Democratic Party. Mike
Epstein, yeah, and he's closing in on her, so she's feeling a little.
She's feeling the pressure.
She's feeling the heat.
Oh, girl, you'll be gone. That's fine.
Won't be surprised if she get elected though.
Yeah.
In Mississippi,
in the South, the heart of the South. Poorest.
I wish you would have
Poorest
said
state
that
in the
around some
union.
black folks. Like, what are you saying around black? Are you keeping that same energy?
Of course not. Of course not. It really reminds me of the. I don't know if y'all, a couple episodes ago, I said something about Tales of the Hood too. I've seen some negative comments about the movie. I got a friend, shout out Adrian Lockett. He's in it, and he's actually in the scene I'm talking about with the Emmett Till thing. And the dude, it was a black man who was representing the Republican Party, and he was supporting. I forgot the dude's name on the series, but. It was the same thing. He was talking about how black people just should be thankful for all the things that they've been given from them. Girl, you hear that stuff? He looked so, like, the way he was standing there supporting it. He's like, 75 years ago, you'd be serving us here. And yes, you gotta watch it. Like, people been asleep. A lot of the different little mini stories on there kind of but that one was cool. Y'all should really check that one out. And that was called Sacrifice.
That really be killing me because people do say that. Like, if you read through like some comments on like a controversial post or something like that, people are like, "Oh well, we're not. At least you're not in slavery no more."
Yeah, like we ain't in modern day slavery. Like because that's people with that yes massa mentality. I'm sorry, it's just.
That's what it is.
Oh Lord,
who we got named?
Our next flunky it's a NYPD cops.
Oh yeah. So this past week, a NYPD cop was found with the body cam footage. They should check their body cam footage after every shift, if you ask me. But on the body cam footage, they found a NYPD officer putting drugs on
four black.
On some teenagers, some black teenagers.
The footage shows the entire episode, but it cut off the moment the weed was found by the cops. So,
and that's sad to me. Like
they spent 2 weeks in jail for that. They said he was and they kept saying that they were framed.
Definitely. I mean, you could see it. Like he just sprinkled it down there. In the seat.
And they were pulled over for a routine traffic stop. But the I wouldn't call it, they are kids. I mean, to me, anybody under 22, 23, that's a kid to me still. But there were some young adults, and they had admitted to the cop that they had smoked marijuana earlier, which probably the smell probably gave them the probable cause to go ahead and check the car, which gave them the time frame to go ahead and plant.
But why would they have to plant it if they smell it? I mean, just check the car.
Check the car, but they know they're going to find anything because they were already up front with them. We already, sir, we already smoked it.
Well, you know
what I'm saying? So now they have a reason.
I don't care what you smell in my car. I don't know what you're talking about. And you're not going to find nothing up in here, okay? I don't know what you think you smell.
It's just crazy.
And I don't consent to you.
I'm trying to figure out where the officer got a half a blunt, because that's what they said that he found.
NYPD people be...
I don't understand that at all. How do you find half of a...
trying to meet their quota.
And that's sad. Like, I be feeling like that towards the end of the month, because that's something that my parents used to always tell me. Be careful towards the end, like this time, because they're trying to meet a quota. So tickets, speeding, all that little stuff, you have to worry about. And I'm like, bro, that's just too much.
And my attitude ain't set up right with cops right now, so...
No.
But
really.
They do be setting you up, because I was leaving my mom's house for Thanksgiving, and I seen the cop right on the ramp to the highway. So I don't know where they were clocking people, but as soon as this guy passed me, the cop drove up the ramp and pulled him over. I'm like, that was too bang bang. Like, that was too quick. Yeah, drugs and fake weapons. Like, why are you planting that on people? Like, what kind of person are you? I'm starting to think ridiculous. A lot of these cops just,
right.
A lot of these cops are really going through some type of tough guy complex from like high school or whatever.
It's ridiculous.
But our next flunky,
which we wanted to kind of shed light on, if you guys didn't hear about the shooting at Mercy Hospital in Chicago, where doctor, I'd have to go back to get her name. I will give it to you guys. I was going to show you guys a picture of the doctor and the pharmacy student that was killed. The doctor had broke off an engagement with her ex-fiance. And he came back and
shot up along with other colleagues.
Yes, and this is her. I don't know, the light might get it again.
Oh, not bad.
Oh, it's not too bad. Let me see.
There they go.
The lady with the micro braids is the doctor. The other young lady is the pharmacy student. So, condolences sent to the family.
Yep, and that goes back to like last week when we was talking about old dude that shot his ex-fiance
in Atlanta,
in the back of his head,
in the back of her head, and then he tried to kill himself, and then he didn't succeed with either one.
So what is that? Like what is that? Like if nobody can have you, if I can't have you, nobody can have you. Is that what that is?
Let me take that. I did kind of misquote this a little bit. Her the former fiance Juan Lopez confronted her about returning the engagement ring. She had broke off the engagement. No one really knows why. They said the family said she doesn't really know. They don't really know why. So she just broke off the engagement, and he wanted his ring back. And I guess he was having a difficult time getting his ring back. So you kill her.
So you kill her
instead of just taking your L.
It's ridiculous.
Instead of just taking.
It's the second week in a row that we have a male shooting up they ex-fiance or whatever.
I don't even want to be loved that much. You got to think
if
you got to kill
if
me.
that's love, then you know what?
Love like that, you don't need no enemies.
If that's love, I don't want it. Okay, so you want to shoot me in the back of my head because we not together no more.
And you want your ring back.
You want your ring back.
I know people
personally.
I know people personally who have had engagements broken off, and the other person did not get the ring back, and they just kind of took their L. Like,
it just is what it is.
I would like to get my ring back, but I'm not going to kill you over the ring.
It just is what it is.
So our next, we're gonna end that. I'm actually gonna pull this up because we're gonna ask you guys what you guys think is wrong with this picture. Oh, they didn't check. Oh, Macy done got quick. Okay, there you go,
right there.
I don't know if you guys heard or seen on social media. That's how
Macy's department store is receiving a lot of pushback over this holiday ad that they put out this past week. Take a look.
And if you guys could tell us what you see wrong with it.
Right here on the bottom.
Oh, I think they would have seen it without us telling them.
Oh, okay.
Which a lot of Black Twitter, they always hop on it.
Yeah, they all over it.
Yeah. So in that photo, you guys seen it was 4 different families. We had, to me, that's what it looks like. 4 different families. You had 2 traditional families. You have a non-traditional 2-parent home, and then you have the Black family lacking a male adult figure.
No father.
And so Twitter, Facebook, all the social media outlets tore Macy's up. Like, y'all, what is this? Like, y'all, you're so quick. People don't understand that the media throws subliminals out.
That was a hard subliminal. I mean,
like, they don't see that kind
they
of
act like there aren't good Black fathers out here.
Like, there's not many already. I don't know why that came up. Like, there's not any, like you said. So, like I said, social media tore them up. They actually took that picture down. Yeah, because I actually found they replaced it with something else. But I don't understand why in 2018, why people post certain ads or they say certain things and not expect some type of backlash.
There was another photo that cropped out that had a full Black family with the Black father present, but they didn't have any other single parent photos other than the Black.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys try to stereotype. And then, like I said, those are subliminals because, like, people don't even know. Like, people joke about the absentee father in the Black families and stuff. But there's actually a lot of fathers in their child's life.
Right.
In the Black community. So I shun that kind of talk because I see a lot of males in their kids' lives. So
I do too. I see a lot of great father figures that are black.
Exactly.
So I don't know why they keep
doing
this
that in
notion
2018
that they're not there. So I don't know what that's about.
At all.
Macy's, you're a flunky for that holiday ad.
Woo! This is something we really, our next child, Black China.
Black China.
She might be the flunky of the week to me personally. Out of everybody, she might be the flunky of the week. And if you haven't heard, Black China has, what you call it, endorsing? Is she promoting?
Well, she's
own,
collaborating with White Initiatives, which is a skincare company based out of Lagos, Nigeria, I believe. And she has came out with a product, a $250 product that is supposed to, brighten your skin.
Yeah. Which a lot of people, because I seen people talking on quotes, they're like, well, it's supposed to be to even out blemishes. Okay, but we know that
the
most
picture
people,
that they used, though, she was white in that picture.
Yeah, she was. But most people don't know that people use, especially like Jamaica,
right,
the Caribbean islands, in Africa, like, people don't understand that colorism is real. And people, a lot of darker skinned people have a complex with their skin color, so they will do anything to be lighter. Yeah, because that's what you see posted and portrayed in the media, social media, that lighter skin is better. So it's not a surprise. Now, I don't know why you go back to the motherland. I think that's trifling. But I mean, I guess what do you expect?
To just create this just goes back, all money ain't good money.
Right.
Like, it's not, you're black, and your alias is Black China. And you're offering this product to people from the motherland. Like you said, that to me is wrong in itself.
And then it's $250, girl.
Right,
for that jar, and that jar ain't that big.
It ain't that big.
And I'm sure it don't work overnight.
Crystals on it. I don't care about that.
Oh, is that why it costs so much? Because the
They
jar?
said the top of the jar has Swarovski crystals on it. So what is that? What is that about?
I don't know what that is. I didn't know nothing about the little stuff. I knew $250.
Well, I'm calling her White China.
From
now on, she's White China.
$250. As soon as you put it on, you better instantly go up.
You better
see
some. You better see some differences real quick.
$250, because I know the money as far as
I think
the influctuation of money. Yeah, like $250 here. That's probably a month pay.
She inflated the price to get her cut, so that's that. But she did get in a fight last night too in Nigeria. So
some people ain't here.
Some people ain't here for it at all.
I can't see myself bleaching my skin, y'all.
I can't either.
That really.
That's some for real, like
self-hate.
Insecurity, self-hate, like
that you let the world get to you that much,
right? And you trying to be something you not. That's how I look at it.
Right.
You're trying to be something that you're absolutely not.
I think that she's lightened herself.
Good.
I know the picture. Well, the picture, lighting and stuff. But I mean, I literally think that since she has started from when we first seen her to now, she's probably lightened her skin. And girl, trying to get all the melanin more and more.
Right.
Girl, that stuff, it really just peels away that top layer. If I'm not mistaken, like Spice. If y'all remember when we put Spice on here, which her thing was just like an awareness to this problem that Black China is influencing and aiding. When you actually start using that stuff, you don't even turn a high yellow. It's a weird looking. It ain't even normal. Like, I can't explain the skin tone that you get. Like, it just peels the color. It's weird. Like,
Lil' Kim, yeah. But see, I will say with Black China, like with Lil' Kim, like Nicki Minaj and all them, I just see it like in their face. Now with Black China, I see a big difference like on her. Well, she shows more of her body all the time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I see like a big difference as far as lighter skin, like all over her.
I mean, that's what they say.
And then that made me think about like some of the people she's had kids with. Like, or like she was just with, who was that guy?
The Kardashian?
No.
The little young boy.
Dark boy. That was the first dark boy
dude
that I've actually seen. Was he dark?
Darker.
He was darker than
That's
her
right, my cousin.
her regular people that she usually been with, and that didn't work at all.
He was young too. I don't know what made her.
I don't know either.
She got some issues. To me personally, you know, some people might support the cause. If you want to lighten your skin, don't let me knock you down. You know, but me personally, no, I'm fine with my melanin.
Right.
Our next flunky, Chipotle. I like Chipotle.
I like Chipotle
I
too.
DoorDash them a lot.
But they be having too many issues with their food sometimes. They be
Yeah,
recalling
they do
stuff.
rice, yeah, because the romaine lettuce, but that ain't their fault.
No,
They've recalled all the romaine lettuce, but it's always something with them.
It is, and I guess with Chipotle this week, well, a couple weeks ago, they fired a manager at Chipotle because she refused to serve black customers. Now, I don't even know how that goes down, because really at Chipotle, you stand in line.
Right. And you create your bowl or burrito.
You
and
create,
a salad.
and then you pay for it, then
And
you
you
leave. So are you denying them, like, right before they start making their food? Or
that had to be it. But Chipotle hired this person back, this manager back.
Yep. So 3 days after they fired the manager, they hired her back. She refused service to a group of black men. And even though she has done that, they have offered to rehire her. But she says she has not decided whether she wants to accept it back or not.
And you know what? I actually seen people try to say that those certain guys came in before and they like ran out on paying. And I'm like, how do you run out not paying at Chipotle? How? Tell me something. Because you right at the register. If you don't, I mean, maybe you can. I'm too old to be trying to dine and dash and stuff. So I just don't see how you, that's what happened. They posted on social media 3 years ago.
3 years ago, talking about dine and dash.
3 years ago. So I think some of that, when they start pulling, I don't know.
Pulling social
grow.
media.
People grow to a certain extent. These kids, they seem like they were young, and I think, I mean, if somebody, you know, maybe some of y'all are more holier than thou. I know I've dined and dashed before. Like I said, I'm too old to be trying to run to the car now. I'm not finna do that. I'm finna pay my tab.
Right.
You know, do it the right way.
Right.
But in college and stuff, I mean, that's not something that, I mean, I've done it before, especially if the food wasn't good. It might have tasted, I'm like, I'm finna leave. I'm not finna waste my time with this.
Yeah, this is
So I don't think that it's cool that she didn't serve them. If she actually didn't serve them because of how they looked, if she supposedly, it had to be that. Because if you, I just don't see people stealing food out of Chipotle because you're at the register. They don't even give you your food until the cashier holds your food until you give them the payment, and then they give you your stuff. So I'm trying to see how you could dine and dash at Chipotle. Somebody tell me what kind of Chipotle this is. Y'all getting hit like that.
Right. So, and I've been to Chipotle's where people forgot their wallet or something, and they just let them take it. They're like, okay, well, have your money next time. So,
I don't know. I think that's
she said, I was obviously trying to do the right thing. I told Chipotle to tell the boys I say sorry. I didn't think I would lose my job. I thought I did something good by standing up for my people. My people. I think she should remain fired.
Chipotle, like, why are y'all
trying to do if you...
I haven't ate there since I heard that.
Right. Next flunky?
Next flunky. Former analyst of Bank of New York.
Yep. Former analyst of Bank of New York was fired. Bank of New York Mellon was fired after she suggested that the people protesting the shooting death of Antoine Rose II should have been hit by a bus.
And now she's suing.
And now she's suing the Bank of New York Mellon because she's saying she was targeted because she's white. And reverse racism.
There's no such thing.
So
I'm sorry to bust y'all bubble. Y'all can quote me that I said this, and I'll stick by it. There's no such thing. The oppressor cannot be. Oops. The oppressor cannot receive that treatment when you are.
No.
So why are you saying folks need to be hit by a bus?
Not sure. First of all, peaceful protesting. They're not attacking anybody. So why do they need to be hit by a bus? And you know the shooting death of Antoine Rose was not legitimate. It was not okay. It happened just like all the rest of our black men that get shot by police officers. And she claimed that they should have been hit by a bus. And
I'm
now she's
trying to. When did you say it? Like, you said that in front of them
at work.
At work, like, there's just certain things. I don't know. I don't know. In this day and time, which I've been saying, you just can't say all that stuff you used to say back. You know, like 5 years ago,
right? Just freely like that.
Because people don't want that heat. They don't want that attached to their business, their brands. They don't want that smoke. So you gotta watch what you say. That's just what it is. You have to watch what you say. So I highly doubt the law. Well, you know what? The system is messed up anyway. I wouldn't be surprised. We'll see how the lawsuit goes. We'll keep you guys informed as we're informed. Yeah,
because we can skip that last one.
Okay. So that was our flunky list for the week.
Woo, draining.
But now we are on to our graduates. Graduates of the week. We have a couple. Well, more than a couple. We have a few. Our first one is Viola Davis.
Viola Davis, dude. I'm sure everybody knows who Viola Davis is.
How to Get Away with Murder. Was she on the Help?
Yeah.
The movie she did with Denzel. That was the Broadway play that they made. I don't know. I like Viola Davis. She's been in a lot of stuff, so yes, love her.
I love Viola Davis. She always does her thing, and she does speak out for a lot of black women as well. So I love that about her as well, because there are people who don't speak out on social issues, and just
they feel like they don't affect them. But even in her industry, black women, you see the difference.
Exactly, and she could just receive her accolades and go on about her life. But instead, this past week, she said, I always say, if I were not a celebrity, I'd be invisible. And she said that as she sat across from NPR's Audie Cornish. So Viola Davis, she's won an Emmy, she's won a Tony, and an Academy Award. And the theme that she's tapping into here is the invisibility of black women.
It's true.
An experience of black women being overlooked and forgotten. So we know that this happens in Hollywood, because the other week we did, what was it? Not Amy Schumer. What was her name?
The Rebel.
Rebel. She was talking about she's the first plus size.
Like Monique, Queen Latifah, like other people haven't
she was
been
the first plus size woman to
do a romantic
comedy, and that's not true, because black folks have been tapping into that for years before she even.
What's a thought?
Right.
She's not even that funny.
And that just shows that, black women are invisible.
We're at the bottom of the totem pole, bro. Yeah. Like, that's just the real, like, even in 2018, that's just what it is. And I'm glad she said something about it, because like you said, in Hollywood, there's a lot of roles that are not open to people of color.
Right.
People in the LBGT, all the community,
inclusive.
Yeah, so I'm glad somebody's speaking out on it, because the awareness needs to be drawn in, because I feel
it does.
I mean, like this year, let's be honest, what big blockbuster, other than probably Black Panther, that had a fully all black cast, who all had, like, what black woman, we'll just go with black woman, had a blockbuster in the movie theaters this year? Because I think Gabrielle Union came out with a movie, and I think Taraya came out with a movie earlier this year. She was like an assassin. That might have been late last year, the year.
But I feel like, personally, like, my opinion, I feel like we don't get a lot of the good scripts. Like, I feel like we get the the backdoor opportunities and like, oh, we just came up with this little movie, let's just put it out, make a little money. It's not gonna be a blockbuster, you know what I mean?
Hey.
So I don't think they expect much either when they have a lead African American role.
Exactly. Other than Denzel, other than my boy.
Denzel now. That's different. Denzel gonna make it happen because there's a couple movies where he didn't get like a great plot or whatever, and he still made it into something. Yes. What's that one? What's that last one?
Equalizer 2.
Equalizer 2. That shouldn't have. If you think about like the plot,
it wasn't out.
That shouldn't have took off like it did.
Yeah, I didn't really care for the first one because it's Denzel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I miss the days in the 90s, those movies like The Wood, The Best Man, Love Jones. Like, I feel like Lorenz Tate is a very underrated actor. You know, Dead Presidents. I don't know if y'all...
Jews in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Controlled by Jews and white.
I don't know if a lot of people are familiar with Lorenz Tate. I'm a big fan of his, so... But shout out to Viola for that. Keep bringing awareness. Her, Taraji. There's a lot of black women in Hollywood, in the entertainment industry. Hollywood actresses, I should say, to me personally, that speak out and because they feel it. They still feel it. Like, so they actually can be they're still relatable.
Yeah,
because sometimes music, I don't think they're that relatable. Because music, the crossover with hip hop and stuff, because everybody is being culture vultured right now. Hip hop, I don't think they feel it like that. But like the acting world, because like we said, it's 2018, and there's still certain scripts and roles that they don't even give to certain actors or actresses of color. So again, shout out to Viola.
Shout out to Viola Davis for bringing awareness to that.
Our next graduate, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg. If you don't know, this week Snoop Dogg received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which is well deserved. If you ask me.
Dr. Dre was with him when he received it.
They said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was there. They said Jeannie Buss was there. There was a lot of people there supporting him.
And I don't know if you follow me or my friend on Facebook, I shared a video that he posted during his speech, or it was a clip from his speech where he's like, I thank myself.
Yeah, he thanked himself.
Which is true. Like, I think he thanked God and stuff, but that particular clip, he was like, I thank myself for putting in the work. I thank myself for not giving up. I thank myself. Because you got to give yourself a pat on the back.
He does. And he was on Undisputed the next day, and they were like, okay, so you thanked yourself, and a lot of people don't do that. And he was like, he has not had an off day since he got in the game. So, of course, he going to thank himself. Because
he could have gave up.
Exactly.
He could have went down a different path.
Exactly.
He could have, especially, I don't know if y'all watch his a documentary show that he has with his football team out in California. They do a lot of traveling. Man, I looked at Snoop Dogg so differently when I watched a few of those episodes. Like, one of the kids on his family, because those kids, they're inner city, you know, broken homes, you know, growing up in poverty. Exactly. One of the kids, I think maybe 11, 12 years old, he was like, I know you stressed out about your mom and where y'all gonna live, but I'm paying the rent up for the rest of the year. Right. So all you gotta do is come out here and play football. You ain't gotta worry about these grown people problems because you're a child. He takes so much initiative with these kids, and like people don't even know that side of him. So Snoop, I seen that, and that like brought joy to me. I'm so glad. It's well deserved. Probably overdue, but you know, better late than never.
People only try to shine light on his ties with marijuana. You know what I mean? Right. Like, he does more than that. Like, chill out. Like,
I haven't seen it, and it is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
I haven't seen that.
I've seen Reincarnated. It is very good on Netflix. It's on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, please watch it because it basically is telling a deeper story about Snoop Dogg. Like, I believe he's in Jamaica. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is back when he was trying to put his Snoop Lion stuff out. So everybody's thinking, oh, he's just, you know, playing with the Snoop Lion concept. But he actually went over there and learned their culture, got the respect from those people, and they actually started calling him Snoop Lion.
See, that's real.
Right, you just not putting out stuff, not knowing.
And there's a lot of people that do that before they actually roll out whatever it is that they do. They go and get the background information, the research, and all that stuff, you know, because you have to know. You can't be fraud.
Yeah, and you can't, you can't make stuff up. That's my thing. I like, I consider Snoop Dogg hip-hop.
Yeah, whatever. He is. He's a pioneer.
Yes.
To be honest.
What I like about hip-hop is realness. Like, a lot of what we see today as far as in the rap game.
6ix9ine.
We see a lot of makeup, a lot of made-up stuff, and it pays the bills, right? But people who know, this is not real. It sounds good, though.
Right.
Yeah.
And I can't wait. If the Dog Pound movie does come out, I thought they was working on it. I haven't heard nothing with that. I would like to see that because the dude that played Snoop in the Straight Outta Compton movie kind of looked like him.
He was all right. He did all right.
So, shout out to Snoop. Our next graduate this week is Young Jeezy. Did he just go by Jeezy or something now?
I think it's Jeezy.
Yeah, because he ain't that young no more. So, Jeezy actually gave 16 families Thanksgiving dinner, correct? For people that lost their homes.
He gave a family of 16.
Oh, a family of 16.
A family of 16 Thanksgiving for, their house burned down so they could provide for their family for Thanksgiving, and he did it himself and went out his way and did that. And that is a good deed. I mean, there were a lot of people who did things on Thanksgiving. I know, as far as the major leagues and the NBA and stuff, they always do their thing. And I seen Nicki Minaj was giving out turkeys in the Bronx and stuff.
Turkeys.
Child.
It's okay. It's the thought that counts.
And
high side.
Who else? Somebody else.
It's funny because people don't probably expect something like that from him.
Exactly.
So
he was actually out there with him.
And that's good. That's good. Jeezy cool. I mean, I know his son graduated from school recently from college. And it's funny because I seen people saying like, they rapping this trap life to y'all, but they got making sure that their kids are educated.
Right. Right.
But shout out to you, Jeezy.
Shout out to Jeezy.
And our last graduate this week, Walmart, AT&T, and Union Pacific. All of these companies and corporations have withdrawn their donations from Cindy Hyde Smith, the woman we showed you with the
musket and the Confederate hat on.
That's currently is she the senator?
She's a senator
in Mississippi.
Yep, and she's running for re-election. And she was also the one who said that she would be front row at a public hanging. And all these companies, AT&T, Walmart, and Union Pacific, and Major League Baseball, they're asking for their donations back. They're requesting a refund. Now, hopefully she gives them their money back, but before you just dish out money, you need to do some research. On people. Because I'm sure this was not the first time that it came up like this.
I really believe that a lot of them, like I said, people don't want that smoke. They don't want no smoke. They don't want to be associated with that. So they probably did know her outlook and what she says she wants to do. They probably did agree with that, but with the backlash she got from that statement, okay, now we got to save face. So let's take it, let's take this back. So we look like we're doing our due diligence when really, in all honesty, they probably do really agree with her. I'm not even going to lie to you. I believe.
And these contributions are not a lot.
That's why I wonder if they're like local Walmart.
Was it your local Walmart off Avenue J or something?
Right.
Like, what was that? $1,000 and $2,000? Like, that's not a lot. And I know she's taking money from white nationalists as well. So that's public information right there. So...
Her campaign was forced to return $2,700 from a Seattle businessman who was sued for discriminating against Muslims.
So basically, you're feeding off of bigotry and racism. That's what you're doing.
It gotta be.
Your campaign is thriving off of bigotry and racism.
It has to be more to life.
It has to be more to life. So she's taking money from people discriminating against Muslims. You're also taking money from white nationalists and big companies like the Major League Baseball, AT&T, and Walmart. Now, I know for sure Walmart do not want that smoke. Because if we get to, I don't know.
They go to Piggly Wiggly, honey. They go to Piggly Wiggly and leave you alone, so don't play.
Right, so stop playing because it is other grocery stores out here, okay? It is.
It really is.
And now, I see a lot of minorities up in Walmart. I'm not saying that's their largest contributor to their success, but you don't want to be associated with someone like Cindy Hyde Smith. I know that.
Not right now.
Front
Not
row
in
at
this
a
era.
public hanging. You got me messed up.
Not in this day and time.
Come on now.
Not in this day and time. So that was the last of our graduates. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all.
And now we will roll into our sports section.
Yeah, we'll roll into our sports. Y'all know we get a little excited, so bear with us.
I know y'all y'all really like to comment and stay engaged with that. So the first thing we have up is the Phil Mickelson versus Tiger Woods charity event.
Yep.
I didn't really keep up with it too much. I had seen something about it.
They've been talking noise to each other and everything, but it's all for charity, right? And Phil Mickelson ended up winning, and it was for $9 million.
How he win? Phil got some arthritis
Phil's
issues.
an OG.
He got some arthritis issues or something. You know. Some I forgot what commercial he's on.
I would have liked to seen Tiger win. Just because he's black.
You know, Tiger denied us for a while.
He did deny us for a while.
I'll be back and forth.
Yeah, but $9 million to charity. I don't know who his charity
of choice was, yeah.
But what is this? Turner to refund pay-per-view buys of Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson match after there was a free stream. So you had people pay for it, but it's a free stream. Come on now.
Well, people just trifling. That's so funny. But, I mean, they did, like she said, they did it for a good cause. So shout out to both of them.
Shout out to both of them. Getting out there, being competitive.
Right. And doing something for a good cause. Our next topic we have is LaMelo. Young Melo. Probably the coldest of the three Ball brothers, but LeVar just kind of...
He kind of ruined him a little bit.
He messed him up. It just sucks because the one with the most talent, to me, got the short end of the stick because of the stuff he was trying to do. He should have left Jello in UCLA. His sticky little fingers. They should have left him in college, let this boy finish. Because now... The issue is he's at a prep school.
He's at Spire Academy.
In Ohio, correct?
Yep, and
people don't want these other prep schools. Nobody wants to play them because they're saying he was a professional basketball player, which is true, and they don't want to play against him now. So they've been canceling games. College teams are questioning eligibility because he played professionally and has a sneaker deal. I thought he had lost out on that anyway. So what is their question about that?
He's still the issue with the opposing teams and also with other high schools or academies. They're saying that he played professionally. He got paid to play. Mm-hmm. He got the sneaker deal. If he was just any regular person, he wouldn't be able to go to college and play. Exactly. Now they're saying that he's eligible to be recruited for college.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, how is that possible? What did LeVar do?
I don't know. I don't know how that's possible. They're saying that like Kentucky's looking at him, Duke, and all this. And I'm like, how is you recruiting this guy? And he clearly played professionally. That's against the rules. In
two different professional leagues, not just one. They went to Lithuania. Mm-hmm. LeVar pulled them out, and then in the JBA.
Right.
Coach K, don't do it. Don't even do it. Coach K. You already got Zion.
Y'all, come on. We gotta treat everybody fairly. I mean, if any one of us was to go play overseas, get paid, and come back and try and finish our eligibility, we wouldn't be able to.
There is no eligibility.
And
Jello can't, because he already went and did all that, so he can't.
Jello gotta give it up, okay? Yeah, we know
what prep schools are, but
he's still ineligible.
Right.
He still shouldn't have been able to come back and play.
He shouldn't have been able to go back and play. Yeah,
exactly.
He should have been able to go back and play. He should have been, okay, finish your high school diploma. You can do that online.
Right.
And then try to see if you can get into the G League or go back overseas or try to prep for the NBA.
It's not fair to the
He shouldn't receive money to go to school like a scholarship. That's not
No.
We're gonna see what happens with that because this is interesting to see what the NCAA
Very
is
interesting
do
because
with
this could cause some real yeah, but
that's different.
Yeah.
If you didn't the high school I went to, they had, Nike. We had and then the college I went to,
I wasn't getting paid.
We were,
but I wasn't getting paid.
Yeah, and we didn't go overseas and play prior to going off to school either.
The thing is, for a while, LaMelo made a occupation out of basketball. That's it. That's it.
That's just like. You start thinking about some of these people that they're going back and taking awards from, like Reggie Bush. People who took money, who actually needed it when they was in college for their family.
Chris Webber.
They start taking accolades and stuff back. Like that money stuff, that ain't really a game with that. So if you already taking money, like you said, you made a profession out of basketball, then you should not be able to go
per the rules. This ain't even opinionated.
Per the rules, you shouldn't be able to go back and
play at a regular level. That's not fair to other people in the same boat that you're in. That's not fair at all.
Right, because there's people who played in the JBA who were probably 18, 19 years old, wanted to try that. They're not going to be able to go to school.
Right.
LeVar ain't looking out for them. He ain't even paying them. From what I heard, there's people from the JBA who ain't got paid. So.
That's a problem. That's a problem because the main reason why they went there was to get paid.
And to get looked at so they could possibly get scouted by the NBA.
So that's that.
Next.
Yeah. I do agree that athletes should get paid, especially in college, especially D1. I think they should get paid, but they have to find a way to make it right. Like maybe after you graduate, you get paid or something. Right. Because think about college football. Think about the coaches' salaries. You got coaches making millions of dollars. Plus, you're selling their jerseys.
But then the argument is, you gonna pay all of them? Because not everybody's a superstar. Not everybody is your elite. Everybody's not Zion Williamson. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is your Kyrie's or Derrick Rose's or DeMarcus Cousins or Vince Young's and Reggie Bush's. Not everybody's like that. So I understand paying athletes in college, but then you got to look at who's really bringing in.
Yeah, but they have the money. Unlike the WNBA, these colleges have the money to pay, even if you contributing 2 minutes a game.
I was gonna say some people I know they was getting stipends because I know somebody that went to UT. That's what I'm saying. People say getting paid, but I know some of the football boys at UT who are on scholarship, they still had a stipend every month. They was getting $500 a month in their pocket.
Yeah,
that's something.
But stipend is a loophole because stipends are supposed to be for textbooks and food and stuff like that. So there's no way they can be like, oh, they didn't spend spend the money on what they needed to spend it on. So I guess that's they little loophole because I know we got stipends every time we travel somewhere.
That's why. So we'll see, because the Fab Five, they were probably some of the, when I watched that documentary years ago, if anybody should have got paid.
They don't even talk to each other no more. They don't talk to Chris Webber.
They don't talk to Chris Webber.
They don't talk to Chris Webber.
They don't talk to him at all.
So our next sports topic, we have Rangers great Adrian Beltre. We don't talk a lot about baseball, but this past week, he retired from baseball.
After 21 years in the league.
21 years in the league. He's also a member of the 3,000 Hit Club with the Texas Rangers. He's 39 years old, and he's retiring. He started the major leagues at age 19. So,
and he's from the Dominican?
Yeah, I think so.
They usually pull a lot of...
They do. Because I don't think, college is really big over there, and a lot of... facts, yeah.
NFL
professional
I'm
football.
not because we could have this conversation all day. When you on scholarship, like I said,
compared
most of them they're getting a stipend. And then let's be honest, some of them already, like I said, the best of the best. It's a never ending argument. Yeah. The NCAA will either figure out, hey girl, either they'll figure out a way. I mean, with basketball, it don't really matter because they doing this one and done stuff. So what does it matter if I get anything this year? Because I'm finna go get drafted number 1, Zion. Right. I'm finna go number 1 and get a check, so I can go through this anyway. Right. NFL ain't getting paid that much anyway. Let's be honest. Not for what they put their bodies through. They not even getting the check.
They not getting enough.
Not like the NBA.
They walk in CTE cases.
Right. Ain't getting no checks like that. So,
nah.
Our next, the Cowboys,
the
possible
Dallas Cowboys.
to win the NFC East.
They're on top right now.
Because the NFC East is so trash.
It is. Look at this. Just trash. A bunch of trash. That's all I see. So they're tied with the Redskins.
But since they beat the Redskins, they got the game over. So now they are eligible to win the NFC East.
They are. And the Eagles, Redskins, and Giants.
Eagles did a 180. Like, they trash. Like, last year, it almost makes last year look like a fluke.
So, yeah, as far as football, I mean, this is not an accomplishment, being on top of the NFC East. Because all you're going to do is get to the playoffs and lose
at home. Let me shut up.
You're just going to lose. That's it. So,
I mean, they looked all right. Amari Cooper looks good.
Amari Cooper is that guy.
The Redskins, like I posted, their defense looked very suspect.
It did, and it looked to me. I had said to Greg's a Redskins fan. I said they look like they point shaving because they was getting their hands on people, but slipping.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, Amari Cooper broke so many. He was breaking tackles, but he was breaking for it. He made Dak number look good. Dak was throwing 10-yard passes.
Them balls was wobbly. He was going back and getting them.
Right, and then breaking tackles and getting X amount of yards. The Redskins looked very, very, I don't know.
It looked suspect to me. I said they was point shaving, but hey, it is what it is.
Josh Norman should have been, all this noise he be talking, you should have been on Amari Cooper. He talked so much. He used to talk to Dez, used to talk all this noise. Why you wasn't on Amari?
He was not. So the Cowboys play the Saints on Thursday. I'm expecting for that to go left. So they'll probably fall behind the Redskins.
Yeah, we'll see how that. Yeah,
it's not it.
No,
that ain't it, Chief.
At all. Speaking of the Chiefs, the Monday Night Football game, the Chiefs and the Rams. Yo,
why put the Chargers?
Yo, that was the best game I've seen in the last decade.
That was one of the best football games I saw in a long time. They had a lot of high-powered offense. They scored over 105 points.
It was 54-51 L.A. Jared Goff played good. Mahomes had a lot of turnovers, but he played well. I mean, he's pretty much a rookie.
He's that guy. I mean, for you to have 5 turnovers and you still putting that many points on the board, are you crazy?
I liked him because he shook it off. Like, when he fumbled the ball the first time, he went back out there and they scored. Like, he just shakes it off, and I like that mindset, and I think he's going to be really good. I'm still going to take him over anybody right about now. Yeah. I like him. I really, really do. He has a strong arm. Their offense, both of their offenses were fun to watch too. Like, they was doing play action and run, like, you know.
This is what I want to watch. I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see
East garbage.
AFC, like I told Derek, can you imagine seeing the Giants with Mahomes or Goff?
Any team.
Like, with the weapons that the Giants have a lot of weapons. Like, they had with Saquon and OBJ and Sterling Shepard. Like, that would, maybe they can draft a quarterback. You know, I know he said that the Giants were looking at some linemen, I think, from Oklahoma. That would help. But that was a really fun game. If y'all didn't watch it, that was history. Because I think that was the most points in a Monday night football game and maybe the third most points ever scored in an NFL game in history. And we got to watch it with 2 young dudes, a 3-year player and a 2-year player, with this being his first year playing, Mahomes. So, hey, shout out to the Yes. Oh my goodness.
Who next? We were just gonna touch on the Raiders tight end Lee Smith. Last Sunday, he grabbed the coach John Gruden's neck to calm him down while Gruden and Derek Carr were in a heated sideline exchange. So
they thought bringing Gruden back was just gonna automatically bring that.
They overpaid Gruden too.
Mm-hmm. And they
overpaid him. But you got
should have kept.
Since
Amari
when
Cooper.
do you put hands on your coach like that, and then it's just okay? It just all goes away after you win, because they won that game, and after the game, they was like, oh, that was just friendly. It was nothing.
You know, like you said, them old school coaches will stay in the locker room.
They will. That's true. Yeah,
they'll save face. Yeah, LSU and
I watched that last night.
Yeah,
that was a good
game.
LSU. 7 overtimes.
They was just going.
But see, my thing was, this is when I knew they was gonna lose, when they pulled out that Gatorade and poured it. The LSU players took the Gatorade out and poured it on the coach prematurely. Now you know you do not celebrate until that clock, until you know for sure.
And y'all lost the A&M.
Yep. So until you know for sure that you won the game, that's when you start doing the Gatorade baths and stuff like that. You don't do it prematurely. They did it in regulation.
Right,
you
y'all had 7 overtime.
What is that?
That was a long game.
The game was long, girl.
Because we was at Hooters, and then I think it was at the 5th overtime.
We was at Texas Live. We was waiting on the band to come out, but they was playing the game. I was like,
Kemba Walker.
I
used to watch him at he was at UConn, right? He played at UConn. Okay, I'm making sure because sometimes I get
Kemba Walker has been hooping, and it is his contract year. So after this year, he has to get a nice little. Well, he doesn't have to, but he's playing for a nice little contract, a nice little chunk of change. Last week he had 103 points in 2 games, so he was really hooping. Yeah. He's balling right now. He is balling right now.
Out of control.
So, I remember not too long ago they was saying they was open to trading him.
Probably not no more.
Exactly.
If he keeps this up, I know 2 games don't, he can stay consistent with putting the points up and they're winning.
Right.
So, we'll keep up with that. The Warriors drama, Steph should be back
pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
The Golden State Warriors drama while Steph Curry has been out due to injury. We've had KD attacking and cursing out fans on the front row. We have Draymond, who is taking time off due to a toe or something going on with his toe, but he over there trying to coach the game, and Steve Kerr ain't got no control.
No. And they only won by 1 last night.
It
was like 5 seconds left, I believe. Somebody scored with like 5 seconds
Against the Kings. So
this wouldn't be happening if Mark Jackson still was there.
And all this foolishness, you got to have control of your locker room and your players. And this has been escalating to this because they let Draymond do whatever he wanted to do
all this time,
and now they want to reprimand him for being himself, basically. And that's not what that is. And I don't know how many. I know they've lost more than they won over this.
They probably. I think that was like a 4-game losing streak that they might have broken.
They went 4-6 over the last 10 games. They went 4-6 over the last 10 games. So,
and they're actually under the 500 being on the road.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to.
It's a long season, but when you have locker room drama, it's gonna be even longer.
That's what people don't understand. Like, cause
your chemistry. They're a very prior to KD getting there, and even that first year or two,
like the numbers.
They were gelled as a team. The chemistry as a team, the bench and everything. You just see when you start having locker room drama that's boiling over to the court like they've had the last week or two, it kind of gives you like hold on, what's going on with them, because they usually don't have their inside problems boiling over like this. So when you have players speaking out saying you're leaving or people lashing out at other people, because KD gets real defensive anyway.
He does. And first, my issue with him was that he was talking noise to the fans, but didn't have nothing to say to Draymond.
You talking about they still the team to beat? No, y'all need to be worried about Milwaukee, Toronto.
It's gonna be a lot closer this year. It depends.
Yeah, like
it depends on if that chemistry get back together.
In which it could, really we'll see what by the All-Star break. That's what's
we'll see
when DeMarcus Cousins comes back.
I don't keep track until after the All-Star break.
Yeah, because right now it is what it is. But it's interesting to see a team like that go like this. Yes, because when's the last time they ain't lost 7 games that quick in?
Oh yeah, and then KD liked the tweet about trading Draymond.
Yeah.
So that to me is unrepairable. You can make it look like whatever, but we know that KD is bothered. I honestly think that Draymond probably not even bothered. It probably happened and that's it.
And Draymond honestly seemed like the type. He's like a troll to me. He's a troll, and he'll actually, if push came to shove, he's like, bro, I'm cool on it. Like, I'm cool with you. Like, we can be cordial, but KD, he's been so used the last couple of years. He's been taking the villain thing so to heart, like that he can't roll stuff off of him.
He can't, and
that's why people think he's leaving. That's why people think he's going to New York.
This may be biased, but they say he the best player in the world, but he couldn't carry this team to a winning streak while Curry is out, which proves why Curry is the most valuable player on that team. And it also proves that KD is just not on that level with LeBron. So that's that. Because if you gave LeBron them pieces, if you gave LeBron, Clay, Draymond, and everybody else on their team, they not losing. They not losing. Not like that. Not like that.
And the win yesterday, a win is a win. But one point, y'all, they just really been struggling.
And what about the Rockets? They number 11.
Yeah, I feel like was Trevor Ariza that big of a peak? And then they blame Melo, but Melo's gone.
Still losing the same type of games. And the Cavs beat them last night.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Tristan Thompson had 16 and 22.
Child,
16 and 22.
Girl, what?
He had 16 points and like 20 and 22 rebounds.
They won, y'all. That's crazy. See, this is what I be talking about.
PJ Tucker, 42 minutes, 7 points.
You played 42 minutes. All you got is 8 rebounds and 7 points. I got a problem with that.
James Harden had 40. Oh, is Chris Paul out?
I guess Chris Paul is out.
Chris Paul is hurt. That's not a surprise. He always hurt. But I didn't know he wasn't playing.
But Trevor Ariza is he held this team together. Because think about it. He was able to play heavy minutes. He was actually able to guard the best player on the other team heavy minutes and score at the same time. That's tiring. You don't find a lot of players that'll guard the best person on the other team and provide production on offense. So when you get rid of that's why I always thought when they first got rid of him,
I was like that wasn't a good look. Then you bring somebody like Melo in where we know he don't play no defense.
Nope.
I guess you were trying to substitute the running gun. I don't know,
and Melo,
he at home, man.
Speaking of Melo, I just want him to either stop or go overseas. Because I seen he was trying to meet with the 76ers and the Lakers. Just stop.
Don't go to LA.
Just stop it.
That's a key to me. That's a cancer, but he's not a winner.
I think Magic is gonna shut it down because I could just tell that. I don't know. So obviously I've watched LeBron since he was back in St. Vincent, St. Mary's, but he always thinks he's either the coach or the GM of the team, right? It seems like Magic has control of that. Magic and Luke have control of that, and he trusts them. He's allowed for them to have control of that. So I don't think they're gonna even entertain the Melo thing.
Yeah, go overseas.
Oh yeah, go overseas, make a little money.
Melo is not a winner, and I don't think he cares about winning. You get what I'm saying? I don't think he cares about championships and stuff anyway. So why would you have that on your team?
Like we said last year,
if you're trying to build a new team, like the 76ers are young, why would you bring old Melo
and they run just like the Rockets run?
So why would you bring him into that? That's just me personally.
I don't know, but that's these analysts that ain't really never been sufficient playing basketball saying that he'd be a perfect fit in LA or 76ers. No, he needs to go find himself, see if he still wants to play. Because
play for fun.
It seems like he don't want to play.
Go play overseas.
So
The Wizards drama. Yeah, I seen something about the Bradley
Wizards
Beal trade. Like,
no, so the Wizards last week, they said they're open to trading anybody on that team. They said nobody's off limits. They're open to not even John Wall, which is going to be hard to trade him because his contract.
Supermax deal he got.
But the whole team is up for trade. And if you think about who's on their team, they should be better than what they
John Wall, Bradley Beal,
Morris.
Yeah, the other Morris twin, Marquise.
They played together long enough to make.
I'm sorry. That's why I was saying. I felt like Boogie should have went. I think Boogie should have went to the Wizards, bro.
I think so too.
I think he would have been a great fit in Washington with them pieces. I really do. You know, he made his decision. He got hurt. I know all that, but I really thought that he would have been a great fit to that team, and I think they would have been some contenders in the East if he would have went over there. They just struggled
and they're currently 7-12, which is just crazy because if you think about Bradley Beal and John Wall, that's a good little tandem right there.
Some locker room issues that's boiling over too. Because I
remember last year when Wall was out and they went on like a 10-game winning streak without him, and they were like, okay, we kind of playing better without him. So I think they have some issues with John's playing style, and then for the team to go and sign him to a supermax, and then you stuck with that, it's like y'all not listening to the team. Yep.
Yeah, he would have. Because now, I mean, Boogie not playing, but he over there playing mediator. Look, the most
in the middle.
And we know that Boogie ain't about that. So he over there trying to calm things down.
You got some serious issues if Boogie is your mediator.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. There's some problems going on. Because I can't even... I seen that. I didn't see John Wall's name. I seen Bradley Beal's name, but the whole team.
They said the entire team, girl. They ain't.
Because they should be doing way better.
They not taking no exception to nobody. They gonna entertain whatever you bring to the table.
But like you said, John Wall's contract is just.
And there's been a lot of drama in the NBA this
year. That's what we were saying before we started. Like, there's been so much drama in the NBA that I'm thinking that I'm watching Love Hip Hop.
Right. Like, turn it on the next day. It's some more stuff.
I mean, it's a Kyrie one day saying something. Then you got...
Isn't Dwight Howard on the Wizards?
I think he... Girl, no, he ain't. Is he?
He is on the Wizards, I think.
That drama he got. I don't even want to talk about that.
He got some drama going on.
Did you see me tag you?
Yeah, I seen it, girl.
If y'all haven't seen what's going on with Dwight Howard, it's all over social media. I don't want to touch on it. I ain't not going to lie to you. He sure is. They got too much outside.
He's in some mess, y'all. Go look it up.
Kelly Oubre.
They got Kelly Oubre, Otto Porter. He was the most improved player last year, right? Jeff Green. They added Jeff Green and Austin Rivers. I mean, you should be straight. They got Mahimi. They got Jordan McRae. He's straight. I mean,
got no center. Mahimi.
As if the Wizards don't have enough drama. Now he out here.
That's gonna be interesting. You guys can probably
we're gonna let it unfold and then
we'll touch on it. On our last thing, J.R.
Smith, the next drama in the NBA. J.R. Smith, so he left the Cavs one day before they played LeBron and the Lakers. He's working with the team on a trade, but he advised that he will be working out on his own. I know he's a veteran in the league, but if I was in the Cavs front office, I'd be like, no, because we're still paying you, so you come and you be on the practice squad. Or can you say you're not gonna pay him because of a breach of contract?
You know what? Everybody got so much pull these days. Like, they just say what they aren't gonna do and getting to move around like they want to move and refuse. Like, I mean, Kawhi did the same thing pretty much.
He did, and this takes the cake right here because you getting paid too much. JR, his contract was way too high, but he's still getting paid, and he tells them, "Oh, I'll just work it out on my own." That's too much.
Because he don't want.
That's too much freedom.
That's what I'm saying.
That's just like if we told our job, oh yeah, still pay me my salary, but I'm not even gonna work from home. I'm just gonna be at the house.
I think people fail to realize that part of it.
Yeah, like that's still your job. It's their job.
It's fun to us, but it's a job.
It's a job for them. Their occupation. And then Markelle Fultz.
Yeah,
he doing the same thing. He left the 76ers.
Because his agent said he should
get his shoulder looked at, kind of like that Kawhi situation.
But to me, Mark, he's been a bust.
Yeah. Anytime you pump fake at the free throw line, we got a problem. And this, to me, it shows that it's just this right here. That's too much power.
I'm telling that because Kawhi, I was so mad. And my Spurs is 9-10 right now. They struggling.
Oh yeah. And
Kawhi,
they should be better.
They should. But Kawhi, like that kind of will like refuse. That's almost like going on strike.
Exactly.
Like you said, is that a breach of contract? Then I shouldn't pay you. Or you threatening me like, okay, if you don't do this, then I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, how can you threaten me like that? Like, or your place of work without any repercussion?
Exactly. Oh, you just gonna work out at home? Please do.
That's pretty much it. I mean, y'all really don't want no association with him at all. Then Kevin Love out.
And you know they've been talking like they don't want to tank. They don't want to tank.
But y'all might as well.
But
y'all tanking.
That's the reason why JR. He was like, I've been in the league too long to just be out here losing and tanking. We can tell they're not playing to win. So, I don't know.
It's early in the season to be tanking.
It's too early in the season. Too early. But it's mixed up. At least it's not boring. You know, because like
it's all over. It's stuff
like
going
last year.
It
was just like, okay, we know LeBron going to the finals. We know,
and we know Golden State going to the finals.
It's
but
like
you got different teams that are actually balling. Giannis is balling.
Exactly.
Kawhi in Toronto, they're balling.
They're allowing for him not to play every game too. He doesn't play the second night of. So they catering to him too. He doesn't play the second night of back-to-back.
That's the only way he gonna stay there.
That's that. And that's it for our sports. I forgot what our open discussion was going to be. We was talking about it earlier.
It was going to be a good one. Was it about 6'9"?
No, it wasn't about 6'9". It was something else. Forgot.
Did too. So
that's that.
That's that.
There's no open discussion today because we both forgot.
It was a rough day.
Yeah, today has been rough this morning.
Yeah,
I really hope that everybody had a blessed and a happy Thanksgiving or a happy eat everything you want to eat day. But that's it.
That is it. Tune in next week. We can go ahead and say it now. We're going to be probably rolling out a podcast with what we're doing on here, available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, and a few more other platforms. Mm-hmm. So we will definitely post about that on our fan page and our personal pages once we get everything completed for sure. But we are definitely working on that. So I would say by next week, we'll definitely have it rolled out.
For sure.
Ashley will be out of town living her best life. Yep. So next week is up in the air. We'll let you guys know. We might do something prior to her leaving, or we might just post a podcast.
Or may just check in, either or.
Yeah, so y'all might not get y'all news like y'all been getting the news you can use for the actual week that she gone. But it's okay. We love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting us.
Thank y'all. Continue to support us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Share, like, do whatever.
Share if you care.
Right, and if you don't, then you just don't.
Whatever.
Cool.
We're still getting.
We're
still getting looks. Okay. We're still getting looks.
And different opportunities. Stay in the loop of what we're doing.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Miseducation of Senae and Ashley.
# most of Sundays.
And love you too, Drea. And we're getting out of here.
Bye.